All right, my friends, let's do a little bit of lab clearance here. We are on our free-to-play account. It's been a little while since we checked in. Lots of stuff going on right now, but I want to have a little bit stronger focus on this season. I've been slacking the last season or two, so I'm jumping in here. We've got the lab event going on. Best time to go and do some lab clearance. And as you can see, got ourselves a little stockpile of weapons. I'm actually really excited. So we're going to be knocking out some Genesis weapons here, taking care of hard mode. At least the first two sectors we'll see. We'll probably have to dip in to the third one just a little bit. Usually to get the 90 zombies, we need to do that. So wish me some luck here on some good perks, but we are well equipped to take this down. Excited, let's get into it here. Ooh, and new rules. I actually really like new rules. Out of these three, that one's a pretty solid one. So we're gonna get damage on all of the bad guys. Let's just quickly take a look. We have new types of enemies. I'm not too fond of that. Damage increased by 15%. It's manageable. 50% less, that's okay. And then drops. That's actually not too bad. A section of little perks, or rather the other side of the perks, the bad perks, the enemy perks, if you will. We're gonna leave all these things here. We are gonna, again, we're doing pretty full clearance. I'm gonna try to move through this here pretty quick. Okay, good. No acid melters here, ruining our day at the moment. Little combo of the old pistola and of course the equalizer. Try to avoid the deaths as best we can. Now, I have done a little bit of hard mode clearance before. We have been able to tackle this. But I've been kind of just slowly building up. Now that we have the forklift done, we've had the forklift done at Transport Hub for a while. This has really helped us to open up opportunities, which has been good. So just getting the opportunity to kind of open things up, get a bigger stockpile of weapons. Notice they've changed how they attack the acid melters. They now come in for a melee hit first, which is kind of interesting, and then they shift. So I'll go getting in here, getting some work done. We'll use up some beans. But yeah, it's been good. I've been able to really just get a good stockpile of Genesis weapons, which I'm happy about. And that is certainly a big help for us. Good dodge there. We might end up getting the perk to what do you call it? To open up the pass perk. So I'll wait on the crates. We're gonna do a full clearance here, so. And just trying to be smart. Oops. Using up our different resources here. Get some good. Oh, this one stinks a little bit. Yeah, the worst part about this is that, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Well, I am definitely dying here. Holy moly. Yeah, all these guys are back. Let's get this on at least. I take care of a couple of these. Look at that. Look at all these enemies. This is bad news bears for me. Gonna end up running out of heals here. I need to be able to kill that thing, bringing him back. All right, that's down. Oh. That was stressful. There was a lot of enemies there. Holy moly. This was a huge group, by the way, of We had the spore guys, we had the guys that were getting re-healed there. That was interesting, to say the least. We made it out. We did make it out successfully. Guess what I should be doing is charging this up. Slap a pistol down here. Some fast movement there and a lot of healing. Ended up keeping us alive at least. It's not horrible. Okay. Well, crisis averted. This is gonna break. We've used that one up. I'm gonna keep using these a little bit. I'll save the equalizers for the later parts. I may end up doing a full clearance here. I'm not too sure. I have a good stockpile of guns. I do want to open up some lockers as well, so I'm going to look to do that here as part of this. Get some other goodies. Obviously, I'm curious, but we should pick up a little bit of factory parts. We should pick up some... Oh, I wasn't part of that yet, dude. And I'm having to focus here. Focus up. I don't want to get spore spreadered. I don't want to get spored on. That's good. Okay, made it through. Few little dicey parts there. Again, I'm leaving the packages just in case we get the pass perk. I actually kind of like that they're not instantly spitting. It's a little bit easier to manage not getting hit by it now, which is kind of nice. There we go. All right. Good season progress. All right. Let's hope. Come on. Good perks. Pass perk. Wow. Did I call it or what, ladies and gentlemen? Holy moly. Perfect. Now, obviously, like agility or one of the other ones would have been better, but I am taking it. I am not mad about that at all. I am mad about getting hit by this guy. We need to kill him before he kills me. Always a good plan. I forget what extra enemies get brought in on this one. Toxic Spewer, you can die. Slasher, you can definitely die before you hit me again. That'd be wonderful. All right. I have some... What do you call it? I have some heals in the old inventory we can grab if need be. Weapon broke. That's the only downside of using these. Do not get stunned. Is that they still count in a slot, so they don't auto equip. So you just got to pay attention to that a little bit. Okay, we are doing it. We are making things happen here. I am gonna go ahead and grab some meds. I'm sure I have some. Yeah, there they are. Pack of 20 medical kits. Beautiful. Let's just get topped up. Okay, now, yeah, I'll just wait to grab all the packages here. And I want to swap this back in and charge this up. I guess it's going to be interesting. I'm going to see what the next set of perks we get in the next area. But I may really consider doing a full clearance here. Okay, now I should be able to, all things being perfect, one-shot you. That's why we bring the sniper rifles, my friends. That is an easy way to take them down, and then the exploders don't end up exploding. which just saves you some weapon durability, to be honest. That's probably the biggest savings. Not that killing the things isn't, you know, it's not horrible. It's pretty easy to do. Kill little parasites, but saves you some weapon durability, not having to spend it on the parasites. That is certainly nice. Top up with this. I'm going to need a set of armor here, too. This is really taxing me. All right, toxic spewer. You're dead. All right. You knock down here, nice and low. Perfect. Say hello to my little friend. Kaboom. All right, get healed. Let's grab some armor. I got some armor. Oops. I can pick, I'll just take the tactical stuff. Pretty good, should do us just fine here. We can use the sniper rifle. I do use it, I won't say sparingly, I do use it for regular enemies. It's great to take down some of the bigger guys. You can really punch in some damage, which is nice. I don't typically use it on like slashers just because it is a little slow. But in here where you can kind of kite these guys around is pretty good. And definitely not getting hit by those guys. They're probably the biggest drain on health and resources here, I would say, in the lab. Slashers are just brutal. You like these guys, these screamers, not a bad enemy to use it on, to be honest. You can swap it out. Quick 2 shots, boom, big health. Down they go. I'm actually going to keep this on because I will expect some large enemies here. Like this screamer. Just such a slow firing weapon, but it does do a lot of damage, so. The trade-offs, always going to be trade-offs. Let's see what else. Who else do we got here? Quick shot on the Groaner. I do like new rules, especially the upgraded new rules, is really good. It's one of my go-to perks, I would say. But even the basic one is totally fine. All right. I'm gonna bring these guys all the way back. Certainly, I'm trying to avoid the slasher hit. A lot of guys to chew through here. This doesn't. This also works out kind of nice. Burst firing these automatic weapons when you're in order to get those hits is good. So just being able to have the ability to run around here, popping stuff off. There we go. No damage. Nice little no damage this back part of this. I love that little data center area. So good for just working the zombs. Use up a little bit of pistola here. Take these guys down. Not bad, not bad at getting it done. All right, try to clear this out here. Oh no, I got. Oh, please don't spit. That'd have been bad. Take you out. Actually, pretty good. You can see a lot of damage from this as well. That's pretty nice. We might even need to grab more heals. See on that. Just a handful more enemies here. Then we're into the boss fight. Let's do a little dance around the hologram, my friends. And you're dead. Got another slasher here. All right, just need to really get the slasher dead. Good shots here. Help to finish this off. Boom, baby. Beautiful. Okay. I am definitely going to run. Do not want to run into those. I'm going to run a handful of these and the old pistola. 12 medkits. 12 feels like enough, but I can also run through quite a few trying to take this guy down. Let's see if we can do it on the first shot here. Getting healed was less than ideal. No, that's not ideal either. That was fitting. That was fitting. Okay, we are geared up. Let's give this another go. See if we can't have some better luck here. All right, good first dodge there. Get well healed up here. Try to crunch him down a bit. There we go. Second one dodged. Okay, we're looking pretty good here. Perfect. Okay, that's fine. I did bring that as a precaution. So now we just got to stay healed up. Okay, I did hit. We have plenty of reanimators, so that felt like a smart move, and I'm glad I did it, because by doing that, we were able to just pretty easily get that done. Certainly a tough boss fight, but made it a little bit easier. What do we got? Ooh, nice little hard drive action. Little drone module. This is good. That's a good little package of stuff there. Doggo's got a whole bunch of guns. All right, let's take a look. You know what? I want to finish this, so I need 10 more zombies. Let's go and see what this last little area has for us. We've got Well-Fed, Predator, and Unbreakable. Ooh. I actually kind of like the Predator. I'm going to take the Predator. I think you could take Well-Fed here. I think both are fine. I think this one's also fine too. But I'm not super worried about Unbreakable. I like the idea of just getting healed as we get in here. That should hopefully help to shore up some of the heals that we're using. And again, I just need to kill 10 more enemies. I actually really want to fight this guy. Okay, yeah, that's pretty nice. Let's have my doggo help me out here. Boom. Yeah, that's like a bandage every time we do that. That's kind of cool. Let me use up this sniper rifle. I want to kill the frozen bloater before he hits me again. All right. Her down. Swap into the sniper. Boom. Bada bing. Bada boom. Very nice. All right, making good work here. I actually should swap this and then charge this one up. Is truly what I should do. Also not bad to get kind of like long range shots on some of these guys too with the sniper rifle. It has pretty good range, as you would imagine. Okay, that out. Crush this guy. Big shots there. Take the big guy down. Boom, we're healed up. And Port Lab challenges have been completed. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna kill these guys. I think I might. I won't do it here, but I do think we're gonna do a full clearance here. We got the weapons. We got good perks going on. I got pass right now as well. Can I please fire this? Oh my gosh. Whew. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good with this setup of perks. I also need to run through and grab all of the goodies here from all this different stuff. We probably did pretty good. I would say we did pretty good on our items. Let's go ahead. We'll run out, and then I'll run through here really fast. And I will go ahead and grab up the rest of the items. And I want to crack some crates. That's what I want to do. So give me 1 second. We'll grab some items. We'll be right back. Okay, so we grabbed everything up. I did want to move up to this door here in the third sector, first sector of Bravo, just because this is the other pass room. So making sure, even if I don't do a full clearance here, that we go ahead. And we did pretty good on items. We did okay. I'm pretty content here. We got one of the big things that I look for now is just continuing to get the reputation up, trying to do a bit of this lab grind, although albeit very slowly, but just make use of this when we can. Make use of these events are always great to be able to grab not only some good season progress rewards, but also more importantly, to make this a little bit easier with that damage boost that we get, and try to help to get our reputation leveled up here. So let's go drop our rep items in, and then we will crack some lockers as well. We'll have to do a few runs back and forth. And I got one other thing to share with you here once we get all that done. I'm pretty excited about. So this is pretty well topped up there. Let's jump over. We did good here. I'm actually really happy. I mean, 2 hard drives, 11 of the data disks, and then 26 employee badges. We're currently sitting just below what, level 15 here, so a handful levels. Obviously trying to get to 40 is important, but we're doing, I mean, 15 is pretty decent, I would say. Let's drop in those. We'll drop this in. Okay, we got a level. Let's see if we can get any other good progress. I think that's all I had, right? Yep, all that's situated. So we do get this reward. Ooh, we got almost a full level out of that. So another clearance, I would say we get, if we finish off the last couple of sectors, pretty easy to say that we would get at least that full level back plus. And then we pick up a random perk, which again, can typically be an upgrade for something that we're looking for. Like I said, having new rules be upgraded would be absolutely awesome. So making some decent progress there. I think I should, like I said, I'm definitely going to probably try to push and get the rest of this clearance done while we have the event going on, just to make use of that. Plus we got the weapons, again, got some decent perks, got the pass perk to grab some extra stuff. So that is all good things. All right, we did good on key cards. So I will open those 2 lockers, and then again, if we finish very, very confidently, I will say that we would also pick up the rest of it to grab the Bravo locker that we have here. But these should be pretty decent. Get us some decent rewards, make us a couple of Genesis weapons back, which should be good as well. Pop this open, and I'll pop this Alpha one open. This one's usually pretty good. Yeah, like I'm happy with that. A couple of Genesis weapons, a little Uzi, a little bit of armor. We, of course, get some good caps back as well. Then this one, not bad, not bad. 150 caps is pretty sweet. Nice set of armor. I'm gonna leave this, drop that. I'll probably drop the armor and the heals here, and we'll take a few of these goodies home with us. Yeah, I could probably leave most of the weapons here. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Some good stuff in here. We do get some good catalysts, which is nice. We get a refill on the energy cells. Like I said, a couple hundred caps is always nice to see. Get prepped up and be working towards the next event that we can use those on. I am pretty happy with how we're able to get this done. So definitely going to be headed back, I think. But I got one other thing to go. Got to head home to show you another little milestone for us to complete. Very excited about. So we'll see you in a sec. All right, my friends, my last little update has to do with our wonderful drone. And fortunately, because we've used this drone up, we're going to go ahead and have to wait to show you. But I have been working towards, as you well know, we had a pretty good opening this last time that we did our drone blueprint openings. We got incendiary bullets. And I'm very, very excited. We finally got the ability and fabricated us up enough copper wire here to get this done. So very, very excited. This is a huge, huge boost for us on the drone. Really, really nice. Gonna get this finalized. This makes me feel really good. This is a tough one. This is a lot of stuff. Copper wire, obviously a ton of steel that we had to put in. Lead plate, crazy enough as it is. Some gunpowder and obviously some fuel here. So to be able to get all this stuff dropped in and have these, there's a huge boost to damage here, which is going to be great. Plus, this now makes our drone so much better when we head up to the northern region. So very, very excited about that. Obviously, armor-piercing bullets would have been great, but I will take any of these that we can get. And happy to have incendiary bullets complete. So going to be working towards probably caustic mixture here is a next big one. So just trying to get up enough copper wire and or find enough rotors. I need 6 more of these to drop in. And then we'll have a pretty well stacked drone, with the exception, unfortunately, of the weapon. So probably what I'll be using here, or an ideal mix, will obviously be the trigger. So just the basic weapon that we have on the drone. I'm going to be using the corrosor as well as a good active mod and the ability to take down and get rid of that armored effect from zombies. This is going to be very helpful at transport hub to then basically make it so that I don't need to bring any of our Genesis weapons with us, which will be really, really nice. If I can then throw on incendiary bullets and then get this complete, that's a solid 4 slots, I think, to put in for our drone. Obviously, being able to reduce their attack power is just kind of a nice boost. I do think there is, I wanted to say, isn't there another one? No, maybe just one for this. So that's a fine effect. I'm totally fine with that. Helps to reduce some damage. That makes a lot of sense. If I don't use that, we have a few other things that are okay. Obviously, getting like optical sensor seems fine. Maybe large battery can be okay too. There's a few other things I was looking at, but at this point, it feels like that's probably just the way to go. I could go fire control system or heat sensor if we really wanted to. Unstable battery would be a great one. But this is going to be a tough one to get down just because of the coils. We have enough of the drone parts, and we actually have the flight controllers and the batteries as well. So we're doing good. We could get most of this complete. But getting these coils might be something that I do consider. So we are looking pretty good here. Looking pretty good on the old drone here in free-to-play. So look forward to. I'll do a transport hub run here pretty soon. Just kind of show you the impact of that there on free to play, but hopefully you enjoyed. Like I said, lots going on. Witch event and the Halloween event is rocking and rolling right now. Got some other cool stuff coming up, fresh season to enjoy, so working through getting all that stuff done, and we'll have a few more free to play updates here as we get going with all that different stuff. As always, I'll say thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and if you did, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 10,000 subs, moving ever steady towards that. We really do appreciate all the support. If you want to swing on over, join the Discord, links in the description. We'd love to have you over there to chat about the game, answer any questions, and we got lots more Last Stand Earth content coming up, so be sure to stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Peace.